Ventura is a contemporary artist from Manila with a bachelor's degree of fine arts in painting from the University of Santo Tomas. He initially taught in the same school after graduating but found his true calling as a visual artist after his first solo exhibition at the Drawing Room in Makati in 2000. Ventura's work is known to consist of multiple layers, using imagery that focuses on the human form. His paintings are a dramatic union of comic sketches, reality, and graffiti. He draws inspiration from Asian mythology, Catholicism, science fiction, and comic book characters. He is known to have the highest selling work in the history of Southeast Asian art market. His painting Playground sold for a whopping $1.1 million at an auction in Sotheby's, Hong Kong. Ronald Ventura was also known for having a BFA in painting from the University of Santo Tomas. After graduating, along with an exhibition in the Drawing Room in Makati City, he also held one in Innerscapes in West Gallery Magumall in Mandaluyong City. Since then, Ventura has continued to refine his signature style of multi-layered paintings, which utilize a broad range of imagery and tend to focus around the human form. In addition to paintings, Ventura also makes sculptures that explore the same themes and aesthetics as his two-dimensional works. In 2001, he received the Artist of the Year prize from the Art Millennium, and then in 2005, he won the prestigious Ateneo Art Gallery Studio Residency Grant in Sydney, Australia. For his The Human Study series of graphite works on canvas, he has also participated in the Prague Biennale in 2009. Ventura had his first exhibition in America at Tyler Rolls Fine Art Gallery in New York in 2009. Metaphysics of Skin contained paintings in the Zoomanities Sculpture Series. The same gallery hosted a Thousand Island show in 2011. The same year, Ventura's Greyhound sold for $1.1 million, as said a while ago, in Hong Kong. When asked Mr. Ronald Ventura about his work, he stated that his most famous work is the Greyhound, which was sold $1.1 million. His preferred style, elements, and principles, on the other hand, are sketches and graffiti that resembles religion. His works are considered as contemporary art in his opinion, for it depicts the religion or the most common religion we have today. At the same time, it depicts Catholic as what most people want it to be.
Ernest Concepcion is a studio artist who works both in Manila and abroad. He spent several years in Brooklyn, New York, where he participated in a number of art residences including the Lower Manhattan Cultural Council Workspace Program, the Bronx Museum of Art Artists in the Marketplace Program, the Artists Alliance Incorporation Rotating Studio Program, the Lower East Side Shop Print Shop Keyholder Residency, the MCC Swing Space Program at Governor's Island, and an art residency in Beijing, China, NY Arts Magazine. A graduate of the University of the Philippines Bachelor of Fine Arts, Concepcion has produced a significant body of work with particular interest in experimentation in the fields of painting, sculpture, and installation. In 2011, he was both a New York Foundation for the Arts finalist in the drawing category and a nominee for the Joan Mitchell Foundation Painters and Sculptors Grant. In 2012, he reestablished his connections with some prominent Manila art galleries where he had two solo exhibitions in West Gallery and Blanc Gallery, respectively, and participated in a number of major group exhibitions, including an artist feature at the Lopez Memorial Museum. In 2013, he participated at El Museo del Barrio Labinyal in New York and had a solo exhibition in Minneapolis before returning back to Manila to exhibit at Art Informal, Secret Fresh, and 1335 Mabini Gallery. In 2014, he became a light and a space contemporary resident artist and held his first ever solo museum exhibition at the UV Vargas Museum, showcasing entirely new epic scale works that not only marks a momentous return home for the artist, but also became his ultimate artistic epiphany. He was given the 13th Artist Award by the Cultural Center of the Philippines in 2015. He divides his time as a full-time artist working between Manila and Brooklyn. Luckily, we'll be having Mr. Ernest Concepcion for an interview. So, Mr. Concepcion, I have some few questions for you. First is, what is your famous artwork?
To be honest, every artwork I have is a big achievement for me. I don't rank them from least to greatest. I treat my artworks as my progress as an artist, on how I evolve and create new ideas. Being out in my comfort zone is my greatest motivation to be a versatile artist.
What are your preferred style, elements, and principles?
In my artworks, I would like to express what it's like to be a kid again. The joy of expressing relentlessly, and as a musician too. I also create arts like recording album and describing it like old favorite, a classic sleeper hits. And also, I want to get out in my comfort zone. I don't want to be stuck in my same principles. Being an artist, for me, is challenging yourselves and trying to transcend from works you've done before.
Okay, for the last question, why are your works considered as a contemporary art?
The answer is simple. Contemporary arts is art made today by living artists, and I'm one of them.
Wow. Thank you for having us, Mr. Concepcion.
You're welcome and have a great day.
Born in Caloocan City, Manila, Villamel is a multimedia artist, known for his large-scale installations consisting of objects found in local communities. His art career may have started later in life, but his installations have entrailed audiences for the past decade. He initially worked as a set designer for television, a leather-bag craftsman, and a successful t-shirt company entrepreneur before holding his first solo exhibition in 2006. His once filled a room with thousands of bullhorns in his show Mga Damong Ligaw, or Wild Weeds, in 2014 at the Light and Space Contemporary in Fairview, Manila. The bullhorn installation was made to look like a terrain of weeds when viewed at a certain angle. Villamel's work reflects the current socio-political situation in the country, highlighting elements of poverty, consumerism, and religion. His massive installation, Payatas, which features thousands of doll heads, was chosen to represent the Philippines in the Singapore Biennale exhibition in 2013. When asked Mr. Oscar Villamel in what kind of artwork is his most famous, he answered very gladly that it is no other than the payatas itself, which was represented its own country, the Philippines, in the Singapore Biennale, like what I stated a while ago. When it comes to his preferred style, elements, and principles, Oscar Villamel states that he really fancies the huge and massive installations he creates, as well as his sculptures. When asked, on the other hand, why his artworks are considered as contemporary, Oscar Villamil confidently answers that it is considered contemporary because it depicts the socio-political situations, the issues we are encountering right now in our country. And it is one of the most common and one of the most exact explanations of what contemporary art means, according to Mr. Oscar Villamil.
The untitled piece by Philip Badon, which is now coined Newspaper Boy, depicts the hardships of a young child suffering in poverty. The piece focuses and gives emphasis to the boy's suffering and sadness, but despite this, we still see the figure working hard. Stone Splash uses color to highlight the scattered stones seen in the picture. For a piece that's dominantly monochromatic, the stones really pop up and is given more emphasis thanks to its contrast. Mother and Son is a piece by Jake Lagunera and Mario de Rivera. The piece pays homage to the figures of Catholic religion. In the center, we see a shrine honoring Mother Mary, and beside it, we see part of a statue of Jesus Christ. With Emilio Aguilar Cruz's Paris, he perfectly captures the essence of the streets of Paris. With the use of watercolor, we see his visions of the iconic look of the streets and the country's architecture that is calming to the eyes with its vibrant colors. Warning and Challenge 2 is a collage by Glenn A. Bautista. It features shapes, folded, and dominant use of flat white color. Its odd but minimalist look brings something easy for the eyes to look at.